Byzantium and Jerusalem have allied to take down the Ayyubid Sultanate as they join together in a great crusade in today's 1212 AD siege battle. Today, yes, as you can tell, we do have a glorious siege battle on here, and we do have, in fact,
enemy forces have seized our gates.
So yes, Byzantium and the Crusaders are allying together, and the Ayyubids are trying to defend their city here. Already a charge going off there from some light shot cav trying to go into these spears. Actually didn't do too bad, only losing a couple of guys. We actually also already have assault over here, as well as the Ayyubids taking on a Templar sergeant. I think it's been destroyed a little bit by the walls, because it's already down to like 73 men. Silver chevron as well. But yeah, this was sent in by a member of my Discord. It's not a relatively like long siege or a large siege. It's just a cool like 12-12 siege that I've been sent in a little while ago. And I know you guys enjoy the Crusaders and Jerusalem and Byzantium allying together. It's always a cool sight to see, to be fair. And yes, the Ayyubids are having to take on not one but two armies. It is a 2v1, as you can see the balance power not really in their favour. 8,000 versus 3,600. It's a rough old fight, that is for sure. These Adath here really struggling. I'm surprised that they didn't do like large armies or something, so the Ayyubid player can bring more men, but I don't know. I don't know what the rules were exactly, but we're about to see a Knights of St. Lazarus, so a gold chevron unit as well. It's going to take on a light shot cav there. Yep, that's not it. They're not interested in that fight at all, as they shouldn't be. This Knights of St. Lazarus will murk them. It's a really good unit. I mean, to be honest, these light spears here, I don't think they could stop the Knights of St. Lazarus. If they really wanted to, they could charge it and probably do a decent amount of damage. We've also got Anglo Vranjo over here, which actually got very different eras here, because they've actually brought the tier 2 one as well, which kind of ruins the immersion. Because most of the stuff, bar this general as well, this is also tier 2, is tier 1 here, which is a real shame, because yeah, they kind of gone with all the immersion and then just kind of threw it away here. We've got some random, what happened? Where did he appear from? He just started attacking this general bodyguard. What an absolute ballsy man, going in there, just charging straight on at the Byzantine general. We do have a lot of Nafatoons, actually not one but 2 units of Nafatoons here, so these guys are going to do some pretty decent damage here. Silver chevrons already pretty elite then units like going in. It's going to be a tough old fight for those Byzantines on that flank if those Nafatoons are used. Certainly they can take out not like a couple of units of infantry alone. Yeah, the Adath here are really struggling. I mean, to be honest, if I was Jerusalem, I'd just get some infantry around here and I'd just start engaging these units. Like, they don't slow down, just go in. Templar spear sergeants could probably take these guys on. Hospitaller Knights also have like taken a lot of casualties. Actually, yeah, they took a lot of casualties up on these walls up here. That is actually a bit of a sad sight. But yes, if you're enjoying the 12-12 action and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what other cool battles we can make. Apparently there's been like some updates for a few factions I'm yet to really see. Someone commented and said that the Holy Roman Empire and the Latins have been upgraded. Updated, not upgraded. I guess maybe they may have been upgraded when they got the update, but I don't think they have been. I haven't seen anything like to announce there's been an update. At the crossroads here, these Poulet crossbows firing down the Adath. I mean, these Templar Knights should get through the Adath pretty easily, to be honest. And yeah, we're seeing this cap point as well being taken up. So the Ayyubids here are going to take even more damage to their morale. The Byzantines over here, they're not even going in. Maybe they're just going to wait and let Jerusalem do all the work. I really don't know. That honestly might be the case. We're seeing some... what's going on here? Hospitallers, yeah, have gone in as well on this side here, and they're just pushing back the Radula. It's a little light melee infantry. Yeah, a lot of light infantry being brought here by the Ayyubids. Not really exactly good stuff. But they carry on the fight anyway in the face of the Crusaders. This is like the only fight that's really well. There is the fight at the back, as guess, going on as well. We've got is this Tabaderea going in here? Yeah, Tabaderea's gone in, and that is actually doing a good amount of damage to the Templar Knights on it, which is good to see, making a bit of progress somewhere. Tabaderea is a good axe infantry unit. It's not a shock infantry unit. It's just an axe infantry unit. They're down here fighting with the famous warriors of Christ. Yeah, they're just trying to keep them, penned in here. God, what we got coming up here? We've got dismounted Mamelukes coming up. Oh, and we do have Byzantium now going in here. He's sending in his Vigiler against the Adath. I mean, this is light spears fight versus light spears. No one's making any progress there in a while. I'm surprised these like dismounted Mamelukes aren't like shooting from up here in this like little plaza. I don't know if they can get in there. I'd imagine they can. Looks like you can get through there, and then just shoot from like behind that wall down and hit these spears. They get a lot of flanking shots, a lot of good kills. I mean, it's only on Vigiler, so this wouldn't be anything exciting, but it's something at least. And now they're shooting just from here instead. Don't know if they really get the good arc, but my gosh, look at this blob. I mean, there's a lot of mercenary Anatolians down here. Yeah, I feel like they just brought a big spam army of lights. Like, this is insane. Maybe they did do large armies. I think they did, maybe. And then just these guys also brought large armies, so it's really just 4v2, which is then really unfair. 3 company men at arms, Proniori. Yeah, lots of like nasty cav. I mean, which isn't going to get really used. Oh, the Naphtons have been throwing. I didn't even see it. Damn. Why? Where have they? They just blew up like a couple of units of spears, like the spear unit here and that sword unit. They got charged as well by cav, I think, by the Knights of St. Lazarus, which are now dead, but also done a lot of damage to these Naphtunes. It's kind of a sad sight as well.
Men are running. Stand and fight, damn you!
I mean, they can just hammer and anvil this unit now. I mean, you've got the cav that's now released, and it's now going to go right into the backs of these units over here. I mean, it's actually going to get caught by the Poulet Knights here. And they're gonna get some easy kills in that light cab. I mean, all they needed to do was pull back, rear charge, and that was it. Are the Naphtunes gonna throw their remaining shots, or are they just gonna capture the point? I mean, I would throw my final shots to try and like take out that sergeant or something. There's no way you're getting any other kills. We also have a fire thrower, or like a Greek fire thrower over here, so that's gonna do some decent damage as well. So we'll see how that does. And then what else have we got here? Hospitalers, yeah, still losing in that fight there. And into the back of that unit they go. I mean, they just kind of pulled through those. Definitely going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's not really a great use of that urban atta. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but there you go. And they're certainly running out of reinforcements. I mean, there's lots more of these Rajalar here, but that's all they've really got. They haven't got really like any nasty swords. So they brought some like gold chevroned Mushat back here, and we've got Tabaderea as well, which is gold chevroned up, which is good to see. They're going to need the Tabaderea, but they need a bit more than that. Yeah, again, look, these light melee infantry, they're dying. Like, and they're barely even in a fight.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
The Templars, they fight on. You can see more light infantry coming to the back lines for the Ayyubids. Whether it will be enough, I don't know. I like how some of them like got axes and maces and stuff like that. It's very cool. You would just go in battle with whatever you have. A sword wouldn't necessarily be the most effective use. Like weapon to use. These Adath are really in the front lines now. We've got Knights of St. Lazarus and the Hospitalers down here. What they could do with is a pike unit or something. Like a pike unit to hold these guys back. That would be a pretty effective unit to have right now.
Enemy units, our men are breaking breaking up.
Got men breaking. This is not a good sign. Oh, it looks like, yeah, over here with the Scutatoya broken through. So they got the swords in. You got the Arath here trying to hold them back. They really need to try and get these archers into play. Where are the dismounted Mamluks? They just retreated. What a really strange thing to do. I mean, they're just shooting a Talakon. Not a bad thing to go for, I guess, but, I mean, there's a lot of swords and a lot of stuff over here that are going to be causing you issues soon. Pulane's spears. They're actually losing in this fight here. Whether they pulled through, I'm not sure. Certainly a bit of a messy fight over on this side here. Pulane spears holding the line. Doing what they can. We've now got some of this more elite Mushat infantry coming in. Actually looks like they're sending in both units. They're really blobbing up. They really need to try and flank around. They're going to do this. Pulaine spears starting to waver. But yeah, they could try and flank around, block anything from coming in. And the Pulaine crossbows up here, they're also got some really easy shots down. They can just shoot down into the Tabaderer, down into that Mushat infantry. Do a lot of damage. They actually sent in a fresh Tabaderer as well. I didn't even realize. Jeez. Oh, and okay, so the Nafatoons got put into combat. Not sure if that was a smart idea. Got a cav in here as well, along with infantry. They're holding back Pulaine Knights, which are losing. Maybe they received a cav charge. Yeah, they're losing in that fight. So many chevrons on these units. It's insane. Look at this. I mean, like, Jerusalem's keeping so many of his troops outside the city. He's not even bothering to bring these in. Dismounted Templar Knights. It's like tier 2. We don't like that. Yeah, weirdly that they all brought like a couple, like a sprinkling of tier 2 when they're all like all tier 1. Got the Trebuchet as well. Yeah, Dismounted Hospitallers. Yeah, I mean, they got a pretty solid army, like just kept in reserve. And we've got the Mamluks now. These guys are literally running around everywhere, just trying to put fires out. This side seems like the most safe out of any of them. There you go. They're off in that direction, but yeah, the Byzantines are going to keep pushing this way. Keep killing those damn Byzantines. They just want to reform their Roman Empire.
This is shameful.
How dare they even claim they're a Roman? Gah. Such attention seekers. The Rajalar in here, and they're just going to get shot on the flank. I mean, the problem is now is that like crossbows like a Talakon here, like just any crossbow really, they can now arc their shots. So they don't even have to worry about this like wall and all these structures in the way here of this fight. They can just arc over and they can just indirectly hit troops, which I'm still not sure if I like. I'm still not. I mean, it's great when it works for you. You're like, oh, I'm glad I brought crossbows. But in another way, it is kind of also kind of like, this is just nuts. This is just crossbows required to like.
The unit is running from the enemy.
I don't know. They don't fire like that. They just kind of like go direct. They don't arc their shots so much. But maybe just to make crossbows a bit more like usable. I don't know. People didn't really use them beforehand. Now they use them all the time. Yeah, the swords here being sent in. And this is the more elite Mushat, I think, being sent in. Yeah, a gold chevron Mushat. We've actually retreated from here. I mean, the Christians have nearly won, like the Crusaders. The Templars have nearly held on, but I don't know why they're retreating all these troops over here. They still need to fight on. And again, we've got Mamelukes going into combat here, singing their gold chevron infantry. It's fighting cav down here, dismounted hospitalers. Flee for your lives, damn hospitalers.
Our men are breaking up.
Pulaine spears are losing. I mean, they're, again, just really blowing up. Here are the Ayyubids. I'd send my cav in just to tie this unit down. Just tie it down with whatever you've got, and you get troops in there. Cav does a really poor job in a melee infantry fight. Like it could be any melee, any infantry fight. It doesn't have to necessarily be melee. Could be a gunfight, I guess. That would go pretty badly. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? What are the Ayyubids doing? Pulling troops out, now engaging this hospital, which is something, I guess. Oh, and the fire throwers are up. Are they gonna fire? Well, are they gonna fire their fire? Here we go. No, they're getting closer. I wonder if they're chasing this unit down. We've got swords here losing mercenary to Anatolians. They really brought the cheap stuff, didn't the Byzantines? Really cheaped out on that infantry. I think we're going to just see them get used on these Mushats here. Are they? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. They're surrounded by bodies right now. Sure, they were of their own making. I mean, to be honest, I'd shoot at this unit here. It doesn't matter if you hit any of your own men on the way. In fact, we've got Anatolians now engaging these Mushat down here. Don't think they're actually going to achieve much. Yeah, serious blobbing going on down here. Do not do this if you're playing a competitive game. And definitely victory is not in your favour. But yeah, as you can see, the Byzantines are just flooding in. Seems like the fire throws aren't going to be used anymore. It's a sad sight, really.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
And there isn't much left defending this final defense. We've got the cavalry over here chasing down Tabaderia, trying to do what damage they can. Templars here trying to break through, shouting Deus Vult as they go. Deus Vult! And the swords also over on this side where they started their fighting from the very beginning of the siege. They've nearly broken through. They've been working their way up this slope slowly but steadily. Yeah, Arath here. They've held the line. Oh, and a general went down. We got Amir down here doing some damage to these Templars. Not a bad idea. He could probably have taken most of these guys out down here. I mean, these guys are wavering. Hospitalers, dismounted Pulay Knights, they're wavering. Damage has been done to them. You can certainly shoot at them with the archers and you could do a lot of damage. And then there you go. These two Rajala, they're also starting to break. And they're pretty healthy. 108 men. Balance power really not looking good. 900 against 6,000. Yeah, really has been a rough fight. I don't know what they thought the balancing was really in this one. But like I said, it's always fun to watch some 12-12 Crusader action. The enemies at the walls? They've been on the walls. They've been inside the walls for quite a while. What he should be announcing is that the Crusaders are at the cap point, because that's where they are. Them and the Byzantines. Mamluks back over here dealing with this Templar fight. I'm not really sure why the Templars hadn't moved on, but there you go. We've got the Tabaderia here, they're holding the line.
Men are running, cowards!
Break through, men! Men of Christ! We're nearly there. Kill these last infidels. And it's the same back. It's like these, the Muslims are like, hold the line! Kill every damn infidel you can. And they're actually just pulling through, which is kind of cheesy from the Byzantine player. I mean, come on. You gotta break through anyway. There's no need to pull through. But there you go. Don't know what level of players these guys are really, to be honest. But unfortunately, yeah, the pull through. A bit sad to see. Amir over here, maybe he's just gonna run for his life, I'm not sure. Flee! Flee for your lives! And the cap point's actually been taken. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. They're actually capping the point. And there you go, a close defeat for the Ayyubids. And for some reason, yeah, I think this version was corrupted at the end or something, so that's a shame. But this was sent in by Yosi, who was playing as the Ayyubid, so thank you to him, or Helltaker, also known as. So thank you to him for sending this one in. But yeah, it was a fun one to watch. A little Crusader siege is always fun to watch now and again. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.